Alright, y'all, I want to address a couple of things. I hope you guys like that intro. I had that idea over the weekend. I wanted to roll with it. This is future me talking about this video here currently. One, man, I really wanted to use the original music in that intro, but I can't because copyright. So you got some wish.com version of the music. Second, I want to point out, I keep forgetting it, but down below here I did launch a store a few weeks ago. Some of you guys have already known it. I appreciate anybody who has bought anything. It looks like the Superb line is actually doing very well, but look down below here. There's a Teespring catalog that kind of rolls across. So if you see something you like, pick it up. It's something new for me, trying to sell things. I don't know what the quality looks like. This is print to order. So the shirts, I try to keep it a little bit cheaper than what some of the other folks were doing. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Alright, y'all, welcome back. We left off last time where I had sheared off the bolt into the cylinder head for the valve cover. And man, I called people, called everybody that I knew. Nobody could help. So by the pure act of Jesus Christ himself, he sent his son, my brother in Christ, Jack. There it is. Look at that. Looks like a silver bullet come out of the heart of a werewolf.
We don't even have to chase it because it didn't even touch the threads.
How about that? So he came over here with a simple chisel and a hammer, which is probably something I could have done, but I was so stressed out about this that I didn't want to touch it if Jack thought he had it. Now I've seen how he did that. Thankfully there was a little bit of an edge for him to bite onto for that. Otherwise, you might have actually had to work a little bit. So, man, I'm pretty grateful.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Now let's have a beer.
All right, boys, welcome back. Feels great right now. It's almost 9 o'clock in the morning. We are on the way to Forgotten Angels. We've got some things they've asked for some help with, and I think there's going to be way too many people out there than what's actually needed. But that's better than the alternative, which is not having enough people. I don't remember exactly what they said they wanted to do. I think it's something about building some sort of flotilla or something out on the pond, which is fine. One of the good things about being such a well-known charity around our, especially little biker community here in Tampa, is that you've always got more than enough hands willing to go out there and lend one, if you know what I mean. So, going out there to handle that. As far as the Goldwing goes, I know the last time we were on camera here, Jack had come over and taken that bolt out of the engine, out of the cylinder head, which, thank God, Jack took that got that out of there. It didn't even touch the thread. So I thought I was messing up the threads when I was trying to get it out earlier in the week, but didn't even touch them. So everything's fine. Valve cover is back on. I was having a little bit of trouble with the engine guard the other night, so I just kind of left it. Probably going to mess with that tomorrow or Monday. Not in a huge hurry for getting those parts back on because I've got a few days before I have everything that I need. I'm waiting on one crucial part before I can start putting everything back together. So that won't be here till possibly Friday, anytime between Wednesday and Friday. I'm going to tell you what I need in order to get Old Swamp Water, the Franken Glide Extraordinaire, the Japanese Jalopy. First and foremost, the single most important piece that I am still waiting on, had I known it was broken to begin with, I would have put that order in weeks ago, but I didn't know until I started taking things apart. It's called a fairing stay. It's like a crown that goes in front of the nose. That's where you have 6 bolts that the fairing mounts to. My tabs bent, the mounting tabs bent, and I tried to bend them back. And even though my boy Cooter said, "Hey, heat them up so you're less likely to break them," I didn't because I'm stupid. So while the tabs are on there and straight now, the welds are now really weak. So I found these on eBay for $30 after shipping. So that's fine. And then Shep came through once again. He got me a right front turn signal. That was broken. He's sending me there's a little piece that goes behind the back of the front fender that allows me to put my wheel covers on. And then he's also sending me, there's a third thing. What is the third thing? I don't remember. Anyway, he's sending me 3 things, and I'm waiting on that fairing stay. And yesterday, I was saying to myself, I really want to get this oil change and coolant thing done, so that way all I have to do is, button everything back up. And I'm like, well, I don't have any gauges, I won't know, but aha! Then Smarter Me came into place, which is rare. It doesn't show himself very often. It says, like, just plug in your dash. You don't have to have your bearing on to plug in the dash. So I'll plug in the dash and do it that way. So, actually, I might not be able to. Now that I say that again out loud, I think I have to have the whole bearing sub-harness plugged in before I can plug in the dash. I'll look at it and I'll make a determination from that. Shep's parts should be here Tuesday, he says. The fairing stay, the one that I really need, won't be here until the estimated date range is Wednesday through Friday. And it would be great if they showed up on the earlier end of that spread, but knowing my luck, it won't. It'll be at the very end. Assuming everything comes in on those dates, especially if it comes in earlier, and assuming everything goes smoothly. That's a big ask for me. If everything goes smoothly. I'm afraid to say it, man. I'm afraid to say it. I could be back up on the Goldwing next weekend. What a thought. I mean, yeah, it's been a month and a half since the accident, but I really didn't start working on it until 2 weeks ago. 1 week ago, actually. 1 week ago today is when I started doing shit to it. And most of what I've been doing this week was really assessing the stuff that I didn't know I needed until I started pulling it apart. So I am super, super excited about that. I tried to get the old lady to come out here with me today. I know the ladies, Colleen's group, the Valkyries, I know they have something going on. They're also kind of doing some volunteer stuff, but I think they're doing some kind of photo shoot or something with each other. I'm not really sure what's going on with them, but anyway, we'll see you down at Forgotten Angels. I'm sure it's going to be similar to the several other times we've been down there. A rotation of people working for a few minutes and then fucking off for an hour. So we'll see you down there.
All right, out here at Forgotten Angels, you guys recognize all of this. Been out here about, 5-6 hours, and I haven't recorded it all. I actually do that more often these days than several months ago. Sometimes you just want to be out, Whether you're helping work or just kind of hanging out with your friends, you just don't want to always record, and I didn't do that this time. So that's where we are. I'm about to head home. It's fucking hot and miserable. You guys know how it is. Wherever you're at, I'm sure it's hot in the summer, but if you're down here in Florida, it's a special kind of heat. I know it's hotter where you are, but I'm going to head home, see what we can get into this evening. May not be much, but yeah, we'll see you down the road.
What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. As you'll notice, I have my fair maiden on the maiden voyage. So we are headed down to the Dirty Shame. Weems, as you guys all know, Weems is doing a chopper show over at the OCC Roadhouse. It's at Burt's, American Harley-Davidson. And Josh asked yesterday if I wanted to go. I said, yeah, I already planned on it. Told him I wanted to bring the old lady, but we might go the long way. Josh said, I really don't mind taking the long way around, which in our case is a very pretty route going through Bayshore. So we're going to meet down to the Dirty Shame, which won't be her first time riding to the Shame, but it'll be her first time riding the group. I don't know how big the group is going to be. I guess we'll see when we get down there how many people show up. How do you feel?
Fine.
I mean, about a group ride.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I guess it depends on how many people and where I am. I don't want to be in the middle, that's for damn sure.
No, I'll be in the back. And
especially when you said last time there were jackasses doing wheelies and shit, so...
No, those motherfuckers had no business. If I see those guys there today, I'm going to ask them to not do that.
Yeah, go somewhere else.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys are out there riding wheelies, do your thing, man. Seriously, do your thing. But don't do that in a group ride. Come on, man. That's just fucking dumb. I do dumb shit, but that's really dumb. You're putting a lot of people's lives at risk when you do that shit. All right, once again, we are going to take the back roads. Still not 100% ready for I-275, which isn't a bad idea. 275, well, interstates in general, especially around Tampa. I know. Also where you're from, where your interstates are worse. I get it. But the Tampa interstate, people are just so dumb, man. They dart in and out right in front of it. Like, wherever they have, that's how we got in our accident. It's so bad, man. It's so bad. So, even though the interstates are faster, I don't mind being a little bit safer.
Especially since the accident.
Yeah. So we're going to spend a lot more focus on the group ride time instead of this little ride. So I'm going to shut the cameras off now, and then we'll see you down once we're at the Dirty Shame.
Stick together. Don't ride like a dick.
Is your bike going to break down 17 times on the way to Burt's?
And no more than 3.
What a road captain. We're out behind the Dirty Shame. We're about to do her first group ride. We had quite a turnout out here. You can see all the motorcycles, all the people. Josh said we're leaving in a few minutes. What that meant was everybody's going to run to their bikes right now. So didn't get a whole lot of recording here at the Shame, but we'll get some of the group ride. We'll see you across the bridge at least. I'm looking forward to it. I know she's looking forward to it, even if she's a little bit nervous. So yeah, we're going to get down there, have a great fucking time today, and we'll see you on the road.
All right, here we go. Off we go on to the first group ride. We have a little bit of technical difficulty now. For some reason, she can hear me, but I cannot hear her. All right, I tried restarting my whole system here because she still can't hear me. And that didn't seem to work. That's too bad. I was trying to get her thoughts as we were riding in the group ride. But the good thing is we can still see how she's doing on the group ride. And we're still going to enjoy the ride. This is going to be a really pretty ride. Bayshore is one of those roads. You guys have seen that on my channel. You've seen it on Josh's channel. And probably anybody who records in Tampa has ridden down Bayshore at one point or another. You got a lot of very, very nice homes, wealthy people. It's right on the bay, hence the name Bayshore. In fact, back in 2017, we had Hurricane Irma. The bay was pretty much sucked dry, and you could drive down Bayshore and get a look at that, which looked really, really funky, you know. But then that leads over onto Gandy Boulevard, which is one of the 3 bridges. You guys, I'm sure you guys all love the cartographer Mike mapping out Tampa for you, but it's going to be real nice. You guys are going to love it. Oh, downtown Tampa. Like I always say, it's a pretty downtown, and what a rare treat, man. We just had a little bit of downtown Tampa either in the last video or the video before that. So I don't come downtown very often. There's not really a reason for me to. But today it's a damn good reason. Going from Ybor down to Bayshore, it's a damn good reason. There's a couple things about Gunny's Goldwing, by the way. Since we are in the middle of the Goldwing saga, I want you guys to notice that the left-hand fairing, those things are lights, not reflectors. And in mine, I thought they were reflectors. Also, the little plates that go over top of them, on mine, they're very thin, and I realized yesterday that they're probably just cut out of something and not what came on the bike originally. Because his are definitely like more 3D. I'm gonna look for those. It's not a priority, I don't need it, but I kind of like the way that looks a lot better than what mine is. Priority right now is getting the bike up and running, getting her fenders on her bike, then we can start looking at beautification of things. Alright, here we are, we're getting close to Bayshore, baby! We're right by the bay. It's a little bit cooler naturally than it is inside the city. Oh man, would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Either way, I think you get the idea. The bay's right there. It's beautiful, palm trees and shit. Looks nice. All these fancy, rich-ass people houses. Way more bougie than I'll ever be. But I'll tell you what, if I had the money, I'd do it. Absolutely. I'm not too good for it. I'm too poor for it. That's an important distinction.
All right, well, we figured out the problem with her Cena. She didn't have the mesh fully on, so tell me about it. Since we couldn't talk on the way, tell me about it.
It was a lot of fun. There were a couple times that were a little yikes, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
I think there's a couple times, even for me riding, I've been riding for so many years, that are still kind of yikes, but always a great time. Like Josh just put it, he was just over here, but I wasn't recording. He said you tell people, yeah, I was riding with like 15, 20 people, we weren't going very fast. It sounds kind of boring, but when you're actually doing it, you look in front of you, you look in your mirror, you see all those fucking motorcycles, it's like, hell yeah. So let's go get a drink, whether it's beer or water or something.
Or both.
Or both. Look at this guy. Hey, I totally texted you when we left the Shame. You did? Nope. I know you did. But you know what? I forgot. I was having my own little adventure. And I got the bike off the trailer over there at our business. Got it started. Rode out, got onto the main road. I'm coming up to an intersection doing about 35, 40 mile an hour. The bar that goes to the rear brakes broke. I had no brakes. I'm downshifting, going through cars to the intersection, got in front of got through the intersection, people are honking, I hit the grass, I'm bouncing through the grass, right? I hit a bump so bad it bounced me off the bike. The bike went over, slid through the grass.
You guys wonder why I don't want to ride with him on the chopper? Like I said in Helmet, the only show that Jack's chopper belongs in is Sanford and Son. So,
Goddamn right.
goddamn right.
Down, 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 down. Burr, 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 burr.
So we got her, I was gonna make a joke about that. She has gotten her very first piece of biker jewelry that she has earned through trials of fire. Her passage is complete. Can you show us all your... Definitely earned it.
Photo bomb.
There it is. Yeah, there it is. All right, welcome back, everyone. So clearly I didn't record anything. It's now 4 days later after the event over at Bert's, and didn't really do much this week in terms of motorcycles at all. I now have all the parts I need to get the Goldwing back up and running, and my goal is to have it up by tomorrow. Today's Friday, August 26th, the year of our Lord 2022. It has been raining and storming outside today. The back patio is all wet. It may not stop me from working on the Goldwing, but there's some other tasks that I can do inside. What I decided to do, since it's all apart, I'm going to change all the light bulbs in the dashboard. There are 17 total light bulbs, and they have two different sizes, but 3 different wattages. I've got everything but I've got 9 of the lights that I need. I've got 8 on order. I'm still gonna put it all together. When the new bulbs come in, I'm gonna pull the dash back out and put those back in. The most annoying one being this little, I don't know if you can see it on camera, it's a little T6.5 bulb. It's a 3 watt T6.5. It's very, very small. I need 4 of those. I also have different wattages on the light bulbs that go through here. So we're gonna get that done. Also, the old headlight assembly is all smashed in with the glass. Got that in. Gonna put all new bulbs in these 4 spots. Put the wiring harness back on. I'm also gonna plastic weld a little cover over here to kind of keep that light pointing in the right direction, so it's not adding any unnecessary heat. Back to here. Without further ado, let's start changing these light bulbs. Okay, so I wanted to print this parts manual that shows which bulb goes where. There's a bunch of them, but my printer's out of ink, so I put my PDF onto my Google Drive and I'm going from there. So like I've got 4 bulbs over here, for instance, right? And the outside 2 are 2 that I don't have, but the inside 2 are 2 that I do have. Thing is, like, I don't even know which ones in here are bad and which ones aren't. I just know that this dash is kind of a pain in the ass to get out. And I have it out, so why not just go ahead and do it, you know? These are just wedge-based bulbs held on by 2 wires, and thankfully they're smart enough to put little tabs on here so you don't have to pull by the wires. Theoretically, there we go. Theoretically, you just pull that out. I'm gonna do these one at a time. Got a box of 10 of these bulbs. I need 9 of them in here. These are the lights are lighting my fuel light, my oil pressure, and then there's a couple other things. The ones that are low wattage are behind amber colored lenses. I'm assuming that they want low wattage because the amber is brighter. All right, so for the headlight, got a new assembly. Well, not a new one, but you know what I mean. I should have bought a new screw for this wiring harness, but I didn't. This is pulled off the old one that shattered. I really hate that I got that dash, all those dash lights in there, and I'm still waiting on the 7 that I need, 7 lights that I need. They'll be here sometime Tuesday, I think, something like that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. So, okay. So I got lucky. There are a couple of years where the H4 light won't work in these headlight assemblies without an adapter. My old headlight assembly and the new one will work. Okay, so the good news is this is actually pretty secure without plastic welding. I just want to put something over here to cover some of that hole. I'm not trying to form, shape it, and make it perfect. Just to where it blocks some of the light from shining backwards, basically. But otherwise, these 2 pieces are ready to go back in the motorcycle. Just got to start putting all that stuff together. That didn't take me very long. I didn't think it would, but yeah, that'll be good. Because even, so this one, my old one broke, like just shattered completely. But even on my, I was riding around, this side was broken. So I'm glad to have a whole piece. Yeah. This was it. Today was the day. For 6 long weeks, I've been forced to look at the Goldwing. Little tears ran down my face every time I would see its sad state. Oil leaking from its valve cover, coolant flowing from the shattered radiator. Begging, longing to be ridden. But today was the day that would all change. Alright, today is the day. What a sad sight she is. But we are about to turn that frown upside down. Let's get to it, boys. Alright, this is the piece that I was waiting on for over a week. This is called a fairing stay. And it does exactly what it sounds like. It keeps the fairing on. So I didn't know if I was going to try to replace this or not. But these are all bent up. So I'm like, you know what? I already messed up one weld. Let me just go ahead and get a replacement. Found one on eBay for $16, and here we are. So as you can see, the fairing is on. What I want to make sure of, this was kind of more of a pain in the ass than I thought. Getting the air ducts in was really quite a hassle, but we got it. I know you guys know there was never really any doubt that I was going to get it, but it was stressful. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to hook up the dash and all the lights and make sure everything works with the key on. See, once I have all these lights on, or these gauges going, whatever, then I'm going to go ahead and do my oil change, I think. Yeah, let's get these bad boys on, shall we? Oh boy. There we go. There we go, boys. Headlight's not on. Huh. Got these side markers going. Alright, let's see, yeah, left blinker, yep, right blinker, yep, fucking beautiful, that is beautiful. I'm just taking a quick look to see if this valve cover doesn't look like it's leaking. Radiator doesn't look like it's leaking, but there's not a whole lot in there. So let's get that kind of shit done so we can start putting the rest of these plastics on. You want to do that? Hell yeah. Alright, big updates. I actually had to take part of the dash apart again because I forgot to put the vents or the ducts behind these vents. That was kind of a pain in the ass. Dash is all on, the mirrors are on. Next up, we're going to get the windshield on and the front chrome piece, and it's going to start looking like a Goldwing again. I'm excited. We're getting there, boys. One thing that I got to do on this thing before I'm ready to ride it is take the wheel off so I can do some work on the back of that fender there. I'm not looking forward to that. It's probably going to be the last thing I do, but we're going to get it done so that way everything works right. So let's get started on this windshield.
You stupid whore is what I meant to say, but instead all that came out of my stupid face was, why don't you love me, and why'd you leave me, and darling, I swear I'll change. So tell me you love me, and tell me you won't fade away. You stupid bitch is what I meant to say out loud, but instead all that came out of my stupid fucking mouth was, why don't you love me, and why'd you leave me, and darling, I swear I'll change. Now tell me you love me, and tell me you won't fade. Oh, tell me you love me, and tell me you won't fade. Tell me you love me, and tell me you won't fade away.
All right, y'all, it's about 5:30 in the afternoon. I haven't recorded a whole bunch today. I've been frustrated. It's been raining. It's been not raining. Things are lining up great. Things are not lining up. Here she is, boys. Here she is. What a beautiful, beautiful rebirth. What do you think? Like it? I still got one more thing to do tonight. I need to jack up the front. I'm going to take the wheel off. I've got this I need to replace. The fork tube is not bent. This is broken, which makes the fork tube look bent. And then I'm going to replace this. It's on the inside of the back side of the fender. And that's it. Here she is, boys. The wife is excited to have the Goldwing back. She says she's going to sell her motorcycle so she can ride on the back of this one the whole time. What do you think?
Me too. Pretty.
It's pretty. Look at it. It's got, it's like the bike of many colors, like from the Bible or something. Look at this. Huh? It's been a long day. I've been fighting, no, not planes, but there's one coming. I've been fighting rain in both directions. Just general problems with maintenance, as they always are. I said 4 o'clock if I had a wide open day. It's about 6 o'clock now, right? About 6 o'clock? Yeah, about 6 o'clock now. I did have to fuck around because of the rain for a little bit, but yeah, I'd say I had a pretty good estimate on the time. I've got a few more parts I'm waiting on. I've got a couple of these slide trays to allow this to move up and down. I've got a new mount bracket for this coming. I've got the 2 mount trays for the windshield. It's supposed to have 5, I only have 3, so that way I can move the windshield up and down like it's supposed to go. I've got this little part coming in here, waiting on that, and it might be it. So it's good, boys.
Hey, Future Mike again. That's going to wrap this video up. Pretty busy and full a video that spanned over the course of a week or so. Being able to ride with the wife over to OCC, getting the parts on the Goldwing, fixing the Goldwing. I do appreciate you coming along, as always. And until next time, we'll see you later.